Just another relaxing day of playing Hearts of Iron 4. Nothing to worry about. Won't turn my hair grey. Won't lose a few years off my life from stress. That's all a lie. Hello, Gravy Timothy, and welcome back to Achievements with iSorrowproductions, where, guess what? We've got new ones to do, and the achievement we're looking for today isn't going to be a fun one. Because first off, we're going to have to play Brazil for about the 15th time already. Oh, and second off, you also need to control the entire world as Brazil. Bad ending. The whole world is now BR. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the video that pushed me too far. Okay, let's go. No more faffing around. I don't want to do it. Can I just leave? Okay, so I think the strat I'm going to do for this is do what I did in my latest Brazil video, because you do get a fat justification bonus that you can justify incredibly quick. And you get all of South America cord very cheaply, and I'm going to need it. Also, I guess having all the submarines as well could come in handy, crippling the entire world enough that I have to go ahead and conquer them all. Sure is fun that I have to conquer Yemen today. Okay, so there's not too much to really see in this first part of the game. We're just redoing what we always do as Brazil, which is very quickly taking everyone over. Alright, so it's already 1939, and I've conquered nothing but Uruguay, and that was willingly. And that's mostly down to the fact, because I'm going to have to conquer the entire world anyway, there's no point really rushing it. So instead, I spent the time and built a very large army. Alright, now we're doing the Guyana crisis, and I don't think these guys are going to say yes to any of this, but it's always nice to try. No way. No way. You gotta be kidding me. What are the chances? All right, you know what? Maybe building the giant army actually helped. Oh, and then Paraguay just became my puppet as well. I was gonna, invade you, but I guess we'll hold out on that one when Argentina declared war on me. Nice. Oh, that's where the giant overinvestment in the army came in handy. All right, and straight on into Chile and Bolivia. You know, if you don't know, Bolivia was actually put in as a Easter egg for the YouTuber Boco1. Believe it or not, we're actually next up going straight for Venezuela, because that's going to give us a nice border into Colombia, and I do feel like they're probably going to join the Allies regardless, but we'll give it a go. If you're wondering why we're sitting on 700 political power, yep, this is why. There you go. Everything will now be a core of Brazil. Hey, and there goes Peru. I think that is going to be everything we take now until we're ready to go toward the Allies. Alright, so the next step in our grand world conquest is 1, we want to get a full collab on the US and then maybe the UK, and 2, we need to spam out all our submarines so that we can just cripple the AI like we did in our last Brazil game. And then once we have done all that, we just need to get our mountaineers up and running, so we've got some really beefy infantry, and then just push on up when the time is right, which isn't right now. But because I don't plan on actually joining anything or declaring any wars, I will just join the Axis so that I can yoink the Spy Master when I get the chance, because I'm gonna need the spies. Okay, pretty sure I'm ready to now enter the war. I've got all the submarines in the places I need them, and Italy is currently getting beaten up by the Allies, which means it's time to go. Also, the Germans haven't gone in on the Soviets, and I don't know if that's good or bad for me. Either way, the way I'm going to start this is by just simply going to war with Ecuador, and then, well, I guess I'm in. And I just, got something going all Amazon states. Well done me. Sadly, not the achievement we are going for, though. And the fun part of Brazil, where I now have to slowly crawl my way through South America to get to America. Oh, for a second then I thought Honduras had a naval carrier, but that is just an American carrier on top of the Honduras Navy. Funny thing is, the Soviets and the Germans did finally go to war, and it's only because Romania declared on the Soviets. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. I don't know why Germany just didn't bother. Okay, interesting little bug I found. You see how I can't integrate any of the states I'm occupying over here? But if I actually go ahead and annex a subject, suddenly you can just integrate all the states you occupy. So, interesting, I guess. We're not even close to being done. And what we're going to do is immediately create a collaboration government in the US so we don't have to waste any of our points in the peace deal actually taking this land. Now, good news is it doesn't look like the Germans are doing too well with the Soviets as well, because we will have to also take out the Germans and all the Axis, and them not doing great over here is a good thing. Also, I just realized Spain owns Ireland. I'm also just going to preemptively start getting a few justification on nations that are going to be easy to take, except the Dominican Republic and El Salvador are both in the Japanese faction, so we'll be back for them later. Okay, so I politely asked the Spanish to vacate Ireland, to which they were happily willing to do that for some reason. And they also give me even more land, which I'm not going to take because I don't want to fight in North Africa, which means this is a great place for us to launch our invasion of the UK. Bad news is, though, my navy did get blown up a while back. Good news is, started building a new one, so hopefully we can get enough naval supremacy to get across. Also, something I definitely should have been doing a long time ago is getting nukes, because we're definitely going to need it for someone here. Okay, now I do have a full collab on the UK as well, so if we get lucky here, I might be able to get the collab off before the full capitulation, because it's only the UK left that we need now for the peace deal. No luck there, but I am going to have to actually take all the UK anyway, because that will be my base now into destroying the Axis. Okay, now that is very, very nice. We won't bother collabing the UK. We don't need to do that anymore, but we have everything we need right now. Oh, I say everything we need, but yeah, we got a lot more to do before we can turn to the Axis now. First off, because I did get dragged into the war with the Soviets somehow, I'm not even 100% sure how that happened. I think it's when the Danish revolt, that gets us brought in with them for some reason. We do have to capitulate the Soviets now before we can backstab the Axis. Oh, and also I'm just going to annex the Americans too now. Does mean we lose all our bonuses. Oh, we don't. We've still got 100% compliance on them. That is very nice. And now, like I said, we have to go fight on the Eastern Front. You see, whilst I can't backstab the Axis right now, I can sabotage them by just firing on Switzerland while they weren't ready. Alright, don't trust anyone that says they've had fun in life if they haven't fought on the Eastern Front, because this is the definition of fun. I've been here like less than 10 minutes, you know, almost 1 million Brazilians have died. Oh, the siege of Leningrad is no longer a siege. Alright. Definitely gonna print this one out right now. Stick that on the fridge. Man, even though I just deleted like over 100 Soviet divisions there, they still just got 423 more. So I'm gonna need you guys to stop panicking and stop resisting, because you're going to Brazil. They seem to be panicking more. Oh yeah, there's another 100 gone. Still got a few more on the front line. Well, I was about to say, thankfully, the Soviets had like abysmal war support. They're over 6%, so we didn't have to go that far. Now, we don't have too many points here, so I think what I'm going to do is just get a puppet down right in the center of the Soviets, and that's about it. Because if I just get a fat puppet down in the east, it'd be a great place to actually just frontline into the Germans as well. Well, I would have given it that name, personally. I don't think that really fits what we're going for, but yeah, we got a good chunk of Russia there. Okay, now comes the real difficult part. I somehow have to crack this entire faction that covers the entire map. Okay, so we're just gonna build an entire new army for Russia and then hopefully launch our naval invasions into Western Europe over here. But that's still not probably going to cut it. Oh yeah, and if you thought I was done with the submarines, no, we are never done with the submarines. Okay, good news is we have nuclear bombs finally. Bad news is we need to go use them. Okay, now the Germans already have a war goal on my puppet, so I reckon if we leave, they may just immediately declare war on them. Okay, now already you can kind of tell, how many submarines do I have right now? 483 submarines, and they are doing the work across the globe. Okay, now before we can really go about landing in Western Europe over here, we do need to destroy the German Air Force, and there is a lot of German Air Force. Alright, and really accomplish too much, obviously. It's a hard nut to crack when you're playing in 1951 and have to face a victorious Axis, so I'm just gonna make it easier for me by just get rid of a few of them. I did push over in India, which wasn't a problem at all because there was actually no one here. Probably because I was raiding. But now that I've reached over here, well, they're all dying still, but you know what? There's still quite a few of them. Thankfully as well, the Eastern Front, just it ain't moved a damn inch, so I haven't worried about that. That's fine. It's just keeping more German troops over there and not over here. Although I recommend them to stay over there because it's not looking good over here. All right, I reckon I've dropped enough nuclear bombs that we can probably get the Germans out now. I don't think they've got too much of a fight left in them. I dropped a few over here as well, and don't worry. The Eastern Front still hasn't moved. And it never will. Oh, yeah, but we're literally going to be alerting the Horde. As soon as we get a good landing in here, they're going to appear from everywhere. Okay. Interestingly enough, I didn't drop that bomb on Marseille. Who else are you fighting right now? What? No way. Does my Russian puppet have nukes? Oh, unsurprisingly, they all came running in. And bad news for them is I'm sitting on quite a few nuclear weapons. Okay, Axis Armed Forces. No more. Actually, Sweden hasn't picked a side yet, so I'm going to help them out by, you know, nudging them in the right direction. Okay, they're done with, and, how have I killed 6 million Italians? Okay. That's still not the end. Oh, and we also just got a achievement out of that peace conference to own all of Portugal's cores as Brazil. It didn't pop because it was kind of in the peace deal load screen. And why? Okay, that's... Okay, we've still got so much to do. Okay, really annoyingly though, Italy obviously did their civil war, so we now need to annex them because they just own this bunch of random land. Well, first things first, while we're up here, might as well get rid of Finland. Okay, so we're gonna go for the Chinese United Front first before Japan, because if we actually beat Japan first, China's gonna have all the war participation. They might just explode Japan into 50 different countries I have to invade, so we'll take them out first, get what we can, and then turn on Japan. Oh, don't worry, boys. I'm freeing you from a world where Italy exists. And, yeah, we're starting to look pretty good here. I just remembered Liberia exists, so should probably just define them before I forget. Oh, man. You know, this China war's been going on since the start of the game. It has quite a few dead people in it. Okay, first the Russian nuke on Marseille, and now the naval invasion. Oh, also, shout out to your political pie chart there. Yeah, definitely. How has he also got all of the buffs that Stalin gets? Did he just, like, finish the part of the tree over here? I didn't even know you could do that. Now, that's got me thinking. I just love the idea that, you know, Konstantin Rodvazetsky is the inheritor of the mantle of Lenin, which, you know, considering your political ideology, I ain't too sure about. I feel like if you pass 1950 in Hoi 4, you should automatically get assigned some sort of mental health worker just to double check everything's going okay. Because it's not going okay. All right, nice. We did it. We don't really care about taking any land. We're just going to leave that. Actually, we're not even going to take that. The one thing we're going to take is Liberia before I forget. Yeah, we literally do not care. We just want to make sure that they take all the Chinese states and don't leave anything alive. So we, like, there you go, Xinjiang. We want to take Xinjiang or else we'll have to re-justify on it. Okay, and then with that out of the way, we just need to destroy Japan, I think. There's probably something somewhere I've forgotten, though. Alright, now I could also annex Russia, but they're pretty useful because they're just like my AI nuclear weapon, essentially. I've got Skynet on my side. But yeah, I don't think Japan's going to be too much of a bother. I imagine that they ain't too strong after losing to the Chinese, essentially. So, yeah, let's get to it. Can't forget about El Salvador. That wasn't me. Oh, one of them was me. I didn't do that one. It was totally Skynet, okay? We're going to blame the Russians. Just ignore the fact that they're not even in the war. Okay, this is cursed. I have to capitulate Siam to end. Siam! That's where I was expecting it to end, but no. On my way to Siam. I'm just going to drop all my bombs on Thailand. Don't mind me. Russia. What do you like? Who would have thought this 12-hour journey would be culminated by the great defense of Siam? with one mountaineer and a stick. I think we've done it. If my calculations are correct, there should be no one else left on this planet but BR and then my nuclear attack dog. So all I need to do is click this button and we should be free. Yep. All I gotta do is unpause and here you go. Oh my God! Now, there's one more thing I could do, which is just to drop a bomb on Tierra del Fuego. So welcome back to the world, Argentina. It's been a while. All right, let's put this to bed, and I should get another achievement for Uruguay for being in my faction. There you go, Cisplatin War 2 Electric Boogaloo, and let's drop a nuclear bomb on Tierra del Fuego. And boom, achievement number 3. We have done everything we could want to do in I'm so done. You know, I couldn't do it without finishing off Argentina one more time though, but there you go. World conquest acquired, achievements done. I never have to do this one again. It's not very fun. I literally had to set a day, like a whole day aside, because I knew this achievement would take so damn long. I think I started in the morning. It's like 11 o'clock at night now. So, that's how long it'll take you. You know, you probably could have done it way quicker, like shaved it into like half that time if you were really sweating it out and, you know, making the most of it. But, I went with the lax approach that didn't require that much brain power. So, even that was too much for me. But hey, the achievements are done. Brazil World Conquest. And I'm so happy it's done. But if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you somehow did, you leave a like down below and let me know with a comment if you want to see more achievements, because they've added more. Yeah, they've added a lot more, but I'm probably going to shy away from the South American ones for a while, just because they all are pretty much the same thing. Not world conquest, but mostly focusing on conquering all the Americas, and I've done it so many times now. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm so done. But yeah, I might look at some of the Scandinavian ones soon, because we do have to get all these achievements at some point, but they just keep adding more on. So many more on. Anyway, off to talk to my therapist.